This is from St. James to
Amen.
Pastor Ron.
Amen. Amen. I just want to thank St. James Methodist Church for really just believing and doing what God has called us to do in this time. You know, the Joseph House Community Food Bank started off in a little tiny closet, and then I just began to challenge people. And, you know, really faith is about challenging ourselves to do something out of the ordinary, believing God for the impossible. And out of it, I began to challenge the people of our church to have green bean Sunday, corn Sunday, and bring it to the house of God and let them bring it to the altar of God. And they began to bring the food, and it caught fire. You know, it's like when one person does something, another one sees it, and they say, you know, I can do that. And I believe that's what we're supposed to be as a church. We're supposed to be the front runners of showing people that with God all things are possible. And, you know, and then God begins to send beautiful people like my brother here and just to walk beside us and to help us in the journey that God has called us to. You know, I believe that the church was born for such a time as it. It was in chaos in the beginning that God stepped down and began to bring balance. And in the same way, Abundant Rain and the Joseph House, we just believe it's our time for the light to shine. And in the middle of the storm, we became the front line of God in this hour. And God has allowed us and He has blessed us with so much food. And these seeds that you give, they're such a blessing because they allow us to go beyond what we normally could do. By linking together, that which is impossible becomes possible. And in this hour right now, we're believing God to do more. In March, we tripled the amount of people that we fed. We fed 3,500 families in 13 rural communities. And I have churches calling me every day saying, can you help us? And you know what's so beautiful is that God just keeps bringing it in. I was just telling back here, this morning we fed 185 families and 150 families in Chakotah. We fed 80 families in Boynton, Wainwright, and Councilville. As the traders pulled out, we emptied out what we had. And then all of a sudden the trucks started coming in and everything that we put out, and I mean we put out a lot of food, everything came back in and we're full again. And what does that do? That allows us to keep bringing that blessing to people. He said, give and it shall be given to you. And I'm just praying a blessing upon St. James Methodist Church and the people that have opened their heart in an hour that I know that you got many, many needs yourself. But I believe that when you've done it unto the least of one of them, you've done it unto Him. And there's no greater thing we do than to love our brother and to lay down our life for them. God bless St. James Methodist Church, and God bless you. And remember, Jesus is Lord.